Hi, welcome to your practice. Today I'll be offering a yoga practice meant to help with tension headaches. So, if you are like me and like a lot of other women and mothers, you carry a lot of stress up in your shoulders and your neck, and this can creep up into headaches that wrap around your forehead. You can feel a lot of tightness and tension on these muscles that run along the top of your shoulders to your neck. And just in general feel like things are creeping up, your shoulders are creeping up, or like you're lopsided, one shoulder's higher than the other. So a lot of times when we're moving through our yoga practices, we have our arms up in this position, and I found that that can just add to a headache that I might have brewing that day. So we'll be moving through some modifications today that will be helpful when you're experiencing that type of tension so that your yoga practice can leave you at a neutral or even better than when you went into it. We definitely don't want to leave practice with a worse headache than we came in. And I'll also offer some stretches that will help ease those muscles that can tighten up on us. So we'll start in a seat just to find our comfortable grounded position. Let's begin by shrugging the shoulders up, back, and down. Oftentimes when we exaggerate these fully contracted positions and then moved into a full relaxation, we can tell the difference between just being halfway tight or holding our muscles in this halfway tensed position. So when we fully contract, we can feel the difference and then fully release. Place the hands on the mat on either side. We'll inhale the right arm up and over, lateral bend, bending to the left. If you place a little bit of a generous bend in your right elbow, you won't feel quite as much tension pulling into that shoulder as you do when you hold the arm in a straight position. So just take this nice and mild today. We're just opening up through the rib cage. We'll change sides. Right hand on the mat, left hand inhale up and over, bending the left elbow so we keep things nice and relaxed, making sure that the top of the shoulder here, the muscle is relaxed. We're not engaging there. We should just feel the stretch in the side, the left rib cage, and release. We'll move into a twist to the left, keeping a bend in both arms, just gently pulling yourself into the twist. As you twist, you can begin to feel the lengthening in the right side of the neck, the top of the right shoulder. Think about pulling your shoulder away from your ear, sending it downwards. And then we'll change sides. Twisting to the right. Both shoulders moving downward. All through the spine. And back to center. We'll just crawl the hands forward. Let the head hang. And then release back to sitting. Move through some gentle neck stretches. Go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. Let your neck lengthen in the back. Shoulder blades are down. Arms are relaxed. And we'll move back through center. With each stretch, we're moving back through center to move into the next stretch. Now we'll just turn the head to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Nice steady breaths through your nose. Moving back through center, turn your gaze over the right shoulder. All fine, shoulders back, weight on your sits bones. Back through center. Now we'll turn our head about 45 degrees to the left And then drop the chin to the chest at this angle. Feel that nice stretch all along the right side of the back of the neck, dipping down into the shoulder area. To release this, raise the head back up and then move back to the center. We'll continue about 45-degree angle to the right and then drop chin to chest, stretching the left side of the neck and shoulder. Moving back up to the center. And then one more time, we'll shrug the shoulders up, back and down. And then let's move into tabletop position. Ducking hands and knees. Stretch the palms forward on the mat, letting the chest move down into puppy pose. Forehead to the mat, back of the neck, long, stretching through the shoulder blades. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. And we'll sink back towards the heels. Bring your arms with you all the way back to your heels. And then bring the forehead to the mat. Again, moving into a narrowed kneed child's pose. You can rock back and forth a little bit. Like this little egg shimmying from side to side. Releasing through the back, releasing through the shoulders. Massaging out your forehead as you rock from side to side. And we'll come up to a seat. Clasp your hands behind you. Shrug the shoulders back and down. And we'll start to move the hands away from the body. Stretching, opening up the chest. Finding a neutral position through the neck and head. And then we'll start to lean towards the mat again, moving into that child's pose position with the bind. Moving the arms up towards the sky, stretching open through the arms and shoulders. And then release down. Stretch the hands forward. And then come up to tabletop position. We'll inhale the right arm up and then thread the needle. Right arm under the left, twisting all the way until your shoulder touches the mat. Table twist. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Nice steady breaths. Feeling the stretch across the thoracic spine, through the shoulder blade. And then release. Right arm up, and then returning to table. Changing sides, inhale the left arm up. Thread the needle, left arm under. Tabletop twist to the right side. Steady breaths. And then releasing. Left arm up and return to the mat. We'll stretch into puppy pose one more time. Opening up through the shoulders. And then coming up into tabletop. Press up and back, downward facing dog. And the chest towards the mat. You can pedal through the feet. And then stretching long and strong in the arms and legs. Move your head through some yeses and nos. And then just let your head hang heavy. Inhaling and exhaling. Bend your knees, look to the top of the mat. Step or walk to the top. Bring the feet a little bit wider on the mat. Bending through the knees. Bring the hands to opposite elbow creases. And then hang in a ragdoll forward fold. Again, you can move the head through some yeses and nos. And then finding release through the neck. Let the head hang. Release the arms, coming into a halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Bring your hands to either side. Close your eyes, mountain pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Flutter your eyes open. And then keeping this stance that's a little bit wider than hip distance, we'll clasp the hands behind you. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. And then with knees bent, we'll move into a forward fold. Moving the arms and hands away from your body up to the sky. And then release the arms down. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, arms high. Exhale, mountain pose. We'll step and face the side edge of the mat. Inhale the arms high. With your right hand, reach for your left wrist, and then pull into a lateral bend, bending to the right side, keeping your arms bent, consciously relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears. Change sides, lateral bend to the left, with the arms nice and bent. And then we'll release here. Step a little bit wide again. And we'll bring our arms to either side, like we're bracing ourselves on a rail here. And then we'll begin to swivel from side to side, keeping a soft bend in your knees. And then we'll let the arms hang heavy. And let that natural momentum carry the arms in this rotation. And back to center. Inhale the arms up. Coming through heart center. Toes out, heels in. We'll sink all the way down. Moving into a goddess squat. Pressing the knees apart with the elbows. Sending the shoulder blades down, tall through the neck. Deep breath in, out. And then fingertips down to the mat. We'll turn forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Moving into a low lunge. And instead of lifting the arms all the way up, we'll just bring the palms to the top of the right knee, guiding that knee forward. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Grow taller through the cervical spine. Feel the crown of the head pressing up to the sky. And as you press your knee forward with your palms, also press down through your shoulder blades. So consciously move your shoulders away from your ears. Feel yourself growing taller from your tailbone all the way up your spine, through your neck, all the way through the crown of your head. This is a conscious press and pull to grow longer through the spine and neck. And then we'll release that. Sweep the arms high one time. Inhale. Exhale. Press up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale. Step forward into the low lunge. Do the same thing on the left side. Bring the palms to the top of the left knee. Pressing the leg forward. We're stretching and opening through the hips. Bring the shoulders up, back, down. Tucking the tailbone under. Growing tall through the spine. Tall through the neck. Tall through the crown of the head. Steady breaths in and out. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, release. Press up and back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look to the top, inhale. Exhale, step, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. And bring your hands to heart center. One breath in. One breath out. And then face the side edge of the mat again. We'll step the feet wide this time. Bring the arms out to a T. We'll move into a side lunge to the right. Arms are long and strong. Shoulders moving away from the ears. We'll bring the left hand down, tenting the fingertips. Right arm stretches up into a twist. Return back into the side lunge. And we'll change sides. Side lunge to the left. Arms long and strong. Bring the right fingertips down in front of you. Left arm up, twist. Back into the lunge. And up to center. Inhale the arms all the way up to the sky. Moving through heart center. Toes in, heels out. Forward fold. Using your arms, reach for your ankles, pulling yourself deeper into the fold. Breath in, breath out. And then bring your hands to opposite elbow creases. Move through a yes with your head, a no, and then just let yourself hang. Breath in, breath out. Hands to your hips. Inhale, rising up. We'll move through another set. Inhale the arms out to a T. Exhale, moving into a side lunge to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale into the twist, right arm up. Exhale. Inhale, side lunge. Exhale, shifting to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, twisting, left arm up. Exhale. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, moving back to center. Arms sweeping high. Through heart center. Toes in, heels out. Forward fold. This time we'll bring the hands to the back of the neck. Wherever's comfortable position for you. The bottom of the skull, top of the neck. Use the weight of your hands to release through the cervical spine. And then let your arms drop to the ground. Just let your head hang. Hands to your hips. Inhale, rising back up. And then we'll step the feet together. Turn and face the top of the mat. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, full. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward, rising up into crescent lunge. Just like in the low lunge, we'll bring the palms to the top of the right knee, pressing forward. Lengthening through the arms, moving the shoulders away from the ears. Deep breaths in and out. We'll bring the left palm to the mat, moving into dragonfly twist, right arm up to the sky, and then wrapping that right arm around into a half bind. Steady breaths in and out. Sweep the right arm forward. And then bring it back to the mat, pressing to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step forward, crescent lunge. Palms to the top of the left knee. A few deep breaths as you find length in your shoulders, spine, and arms. And then we'll bring the right hand down, lifting the left arm up, dragonfly twist. And then bringing that left arm into a half bind, wrapping around your back. Return the left hand to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. And then we'll bring the knees wide on the mat, toes together. Moving into child's pose, forehead down. Arms released in front of you. You can move your head from side to side on the mat, massaging your forehead. And then bring your hands down by your feet. You'll take 5 steady breaths in and out through your nose. And tenting your fingertips, pressing up into a kneeling position. We'll turn the gaze to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Breath in, breath out. Turn the gaze to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Breath in, out, center, chin to chest. Breath in, breath out, and back to center. Moving into a tabletop position. Press up and back to downward facing dog. We'll inhale the right leg up. Step over the left leg, bringing the right foot down to the ground. We'll spin onto the outside edge of the left foot, moving into Wild Thing. Opening your chest, gazing over your right fingertips, and then spinning back through downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, moving open all the way over, stepping outside your mat, spin onto the outside edge of your right foot, flipping over, Wild Thing. And moving back to center, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look to the top, step, and come into a seat. Bring your legs long in front of you on the mat. Toes facing up. Place your hands on either side of you. We'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Staff pose. Pressing down into the mat with your arms, lengthening. Nice steady breaths. And we'll inhale the arms up and move into a forward fold. Reaching for your shins, ankles, or toes. Release. We'll turn and face the side edge of the mat. We'll bend the right knee in, right leg out. Take a moment just to center yourself. Hips are facing forward. Breath in, breath out. Then we'll turn the upper body to square over the right leg. Bend over your right leg. reaching for the shin, ankle, or foot. A couple breaths here. And then we'll square our hips back towards the center, crawling the right arm down towards the foot, and then sweep the left arm up and over, turning your gaze up towards the ceiling. Release your left hand to the mat, and then we'll press up onto the left knee, sweep the right arm up and over, or counter stretch. And release. Changing sides. Right leg in, left leg out. Taking a moment to square your hips forward, finding the center of gravity on your sits bones, lengthening through your spine. Shoulder blades down. And then turn to move the upper body over the left leg, reaching for the left foot. Squaring back to center. Left hand reaches for the left foot, right arm sweeps up and over. And then release the right hand down to the mat. Coming up onto your right knee, left arm sweeps up and over. And we'll release. And turn to face the front of the mat. Rolling down onto your back. Wrap your arms around your knees. Give yourself a big hug. Deep breaths in and out. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Arms fall over your head in a diamond position. Fingertips touching, elbows wide. Let your shoulder blades relax against the mat. Let the backs of your arms relax. Your hands. Allow your body to melt with gravity. Close your eyes. Let yourself relax. Gently open your eyes. Bring your knees together. Knees are touching, feet out to mat width. Constructive rest position. Let yourself recenter here. And then bring your hands to the back of your neck on either side of your spine. You can rub your fingertips from the tops of your shoulders, up your neck, the bottom of your skull. And using your fingertips, search for that little indentation right at the base of your skull on either side of your spine. And you can alternate pressure on either side so that you gently rock your head from side to side. Close your eyes. Let your eyes relax. Gentle rocking, massaging. And then continue with your fingertips, following the base of your skull. And then with your fingertips, continue these little circular motions, massaging your scalp all around the surface area of your head that you can reach. Careful not to lift your shoulder blades or your shoulders off the floor too much. We just want to use the arms here. We don't want to get the shoulders involved. And then come to your forehead. Start to sweep your fingertips across your forehead, starting in the middle, and then moving outward and downward on either side, arriving at the temple. When you find your cheekbones, just a little sweep downward, past your ears, down to your chin, and out. And then returning back, fingertips meet in the center of your forehead with just gentle pressure, whatever feels right to you, dragging the fingertips across your forehead, outward to either side, moving down across the temple area, past your cheekbones, past the front of your ears, down your jawline, your chin, and sweeping out. Do one more of those. Fingertips meet in the center of your forehead, sweeping out, down past the temple, cheekbone, down the jawline, and out. And bring the heel of the palm of your hand on top of either eye, and pressing down onto your eyebrows. If you can cup your hands over your entire eye, you can get some gentle pressure on top of your cheekbone and your eyebrow and forehead all at the same time. Pressing down, deep breaths in and out, making sure to continue to relax through your shoulders. And release. And gentle pressure points along your eyebrows, starting in the center, top, moving outward, and then starting up by the bridge of your nose, we'll follow the cheekbone, little gentle pressure points, moving outward, gentle massaging circles on the temples. Continue that massage up into the hairline, moving on to the temporal muscles up there, and then back to your cheeks. We'll just drag the fingertips through the fleshy part of the cheek, moving from the cheekbones down to the jawline, massaging those masseter muscles. Releasing through the jaw, and then bring the fingers back around to the sides of the neck, massaging on either side of the spine. And then to the tops of the shoulders, give them a squeeze. And then taking your right hand, let your left arm fall flat on the mat. And then go ahead and massage the top of the left shoulder using your right hand. Change sides. Right arm relaxes. Left hand, massaging the top of the right shoulder. And then we'll release both arms to the mat. Turn your head to the left. Left ear on the mat. Coming back through center. Going all the way over, right ear on the mat. Back through center. Bring your knees towards your chest. And then let them fall over to the left. Coming into a reclined twist. Stretch your arms out to a T on either side. Gazing over your right shoulder. Coming back through center. Knees fall to the right. Gazing to the left. Back through center. Give your knees one final squeeze. Your head up towards your knees. Tight into a little ball. Squeeze. And then release legs long on the mat. Arms relaxed on either side. Shavasana. Deep breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Roll over onto one side and press up to a seat. I hope you're feeling some release in those shoulders and neck. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.